Okay, so to use the sine rule, you need one angle and the side opposite. Okay, we're looking for BC, so let's call that x. Now, if they had given us this angle instead, that angle would be no good to us because it has to be the angle opposite the side. Okay, so if they'd given us this, we'd use it to then find this. Okay, you're always going to start with the x, with the unknown. So it's a side over sine of the angle opposite. So x over sine 30 equals another side over sine of the angle opposite that. So x over sine 30 equals 8 over sine 40. Now, if you weren't given enough information to use the sine rule, you'd have to use the cosine rule, which we're going to do in a minute. Okay, so you can't just make it work. You have to draw your picture and see, do you have sides and angles opposite. From here, that sine 30 is just going to come up. 8 sine 30 over sine 40. And you're going to put that into your calculator. Now, your calculator will give you an error if you don't close the bracket on the bottom of the fraction. Okay, so just go back. Close that bracket, 8 sine 30 over sine 40, and you get 6.22. Okay, so x is 6.22 centimeters. Is that okay? Okay, let's do another example. Can I get rid of this? In the triangle ABC, AB is 3.8, BC is 5.2, and angle BAC is 35. You need to draw yourself a sketch and fill in. So AB is 3.8, BC is 5.2, and angle BAC, so that's angle A, is 35. So straight away I know I can use the sine rule because I have a side and an angle opposite. I'm looking for angle ACB, so I'm looking for this in here. And that is the side opposite that angle. Now we said we are always going to start with the unknown. In this case we're looking for an angle, so the sines are going to go on top. So sine of the angle, so sine of C over the side opposite equals sine of 35 over the side opposite that. Same thing again, you're just going to cross multiply. So sine of C is this thing. I'm looking for C, so what do? Sine inverse. You can either get a decimal for this or you can just throw it all into your calculator. Okay, so shift sine. So C is 24.78 degrees. Okay, just one more, a subheading here. Can I get rid of the board? The ambiguous case, okay? Sometimes it's possible to draw two different triangles given the information, okay? So for example, in triangle ABC, AC is 4, BC is 6, and angle ABC is 30, okay? So you're going to take the longest side, and that's going to go on the bottom as if you were constructing this triangle. So your BC would go down there as 6 centimeters. Angle ABC is 30, so you have a 30 up here. I don't know how long that line is, they didn't tell it to me. This is 30 degrees. Now, A to C is 4. 4 can either go like this, or it could go like this. So you end up with two different triangles. Okay, so A could be here, or A could be here. I'm just calling that A1 or A2. They haven't given you enough information to say exactly where that A is. Okay, so you have two different scenarios. This is the ambiguous case. All right, so I'll do an example of what that would mean for a question. Okay. Okay, you all right here? So, in the triangle ABC, AB is 4, okay? AC is 3 and angle ABC is 44. So I know this angle here is 44. I would use my protractor and I would measure 44. Okay? Now, this is going to be a big long line. It then tells me A to C is 3 centimeters. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up your protractor and you'd open a 3 and you'd put it here and then you'd do an arc, okay? And it would cut that line in 2 different places. So it would cut potentially here and here, okay? Now this is probably too long is my issue.
Is it always only 2?
Yeah. Yeah, there's 2 scenarios in this. So it would cut it, for example, here, or it would cut it, for example, here. That could be 3, or that could be 3. So then this is C1 and this is C2. So you're drawing what they give you. Draw one line on the bottom, 4. Then draw your 44 with your protractor. And then you're just going to cut that long line in 2 places. Now it is only a sketch. It then says find 2 possible values of angle ACB. Okay, so we can. Pardon? Yes, at A. Yeah. Let's just worry about getting it and then I'll come back and help you draw. Okay? So if I want to find this angle here, okay, I'm going to call that C, so I have 4, and I have the angle opposite, and I have 3 and the angle opposite. Okay, so it's going to be sine C over 4 equals sine 44 over 3, and just cross multiply, 4 sine 44 over 3, and then do sine inverse.
Do you know when you were using the gun, did you put it to 3, did you say?
3, yeah. That's one value for what C is. Okay, the other value is 180 minus that.